23 days after I hacked my brain, I finally stopped turning off that damn morning alarm, and for the first time, I built real discipline in my life. The only thing I did was activate the 3 core points of the triangle of discipline. In this video, I'll tell you what those 3 cores are and how you can use them so that just 4 days from now, you start seeing the same changes in your own life. Discipline is not magic. Discipline is a pattern. And if you want discipline in your life, you have to behave according to that pattern. So what is this pattern? Core 1. Pain. I know this is hard to hear, but let's be honest, everything valuable in life, a great body, a good house, a nice car, none of it comes easily, but it's worth it. If you run away from pain, you're basically running away from progress. Let's be real with each other. Pain and hardship will happen anyway. So instead of avoiding pain, let's choose our pain. Now, I want to give you a technique that makes pain easier to handle. Let's imagine the brain is divided into 3 parts. The first one is the president. This is the evolved part of your brain. Its job is long-term planning. For example, when you decide, in 5 years, I want to be doing this, that's the president talking. Or imagine a stranger offers you chocolate right now, and you manage to say no. That no is hard. And that's exactly why it's the president making the decision. The second part is the vice president. This part is responsible for habits. Anything you repeat every day eventually gets handed over to the vice president. Walking, driving, finding your way home. You don't think about these anymore. They're automatic. The third part is the Ministry of Defense. This part is all about immediate reactions. Anxiety, stress, emotional alarms. Its job is emotional control. Every time something happens around you, it asks, wait, is this important? Should we react? Now think about this. You decide, using the president, that you're going to the gym today. Immediately, the Ministry of Defense jumps in and says, forget it, let's just watch something on YouTube. But when you go to the gym every day for a while, the task moves from the president to the vice president. At that point, the Ministry of Defense doesn't interfere anymore because it's become a habit. So how do we turn hard things into easy habits? With a method I call hook. Edge of the hook, reward. This part is subtle and a bit detailed. If you want me to explain it deeply, write it in the comments and I'll make a full video about it. Let me give you a small example. Waking up in the morning, I create a hook. The hook is drinking water, but nobody just drinks water for no reason. You need an edge of the hook. The edge of the hook is pushing the blanket aside, and the reward, something small. I literally smile, give myself a tiny kiss, and say, nice job, you did it. I've actually prepared a full PDF of these hooks and edges. You can download it through the Telegram link in the description. But here's the key point. Pain alone is not enough. If you're only suffering without knowing why, that's not discipline. That's just torture. Most people fail after a few days, not because it's hard, but because they don't have a reason. And that's where the second core of the triangle comes in. Core 2, purpose. You need a clear path. Your goal has to be bigger than yourself. Goals based purely on ego collapse very fast, but goals with a real reason last. The bigger your why, the easier the path becomes. Because if you don't know why you're doing something, the moment it starts to hurt, you quit. The method is simple. Answer these questions honestly. Why do I want to do this? What pleasures do I get if I do it? What happens if I don't do it? What do I lose? And finally, what actions do I need to take to reach this goal? Then connect your pain to a value. That value can be anything. Family, your partner, your friends. Right now, I personally have a shared goal with you. I want to walk step by step with 10 people who join the Triangle of Purpose Telegram channel, completely for free, and guide them until they reach the discipline they want. You can join through the link in the description. Those who make it to the end and succeed will receive a phone call from me. Here's the truth. If your goals are only for yourself and have no deeper reason, you've already lost. It's much easier to disappoint yourself than someone you truly care about. But what really changes you is what happens after you take action. And that's where the final core of the triangle comes in. Core 3, proof. Even if you do everything I've said, if you don't have evidence, it's useless. You've seen people say, I want to be a millionaire. I want an amazing body. Okay, prove it. What did you do today? What did you do last week? Show the evidence. Sometimes I look back at my old planners from years ago. I see things that were once dreams, and now they're my reality. That's proof. Every time I see it, my confidence grows, and that makes the next challenges easier and stronger. When your brain knows, I've done this before, future challenges lose their power. Because confidence is the foundation of commitment, especially the commitments we make to ourselves, the ones we replay silently in our minds. Remember, start small. I started with nothing more than a simple daily plan. It didn't matter if I completed everything or not. What mattered was that I showed up. And the most important part of all, let your actions speak louder than your words. When you do even a little every day, pain, purpose, and proof, discipline doesn't feel that heavy anymore. The problem is that 1/3 of people don't know how to create a simple, consistent plan. And if you want to learn how to build that kind of planning, watch the next video.